Exclamation everybody, I'm back with some more Starpoint Gemini here, and just finishing up this last guy here. Managed to get up to level 5, so we'll be getting the main story back on path again. And doing a little pretty good there. Alright, so we're getting this communication here.
Hello again. I hope I'm not interrupting you in anything important, but I could use your help once again.
I was just thinking of heading for Last Ditch. I wanted to gather some additional data on the rogue activity and perhaps seek out that mysterious general of yours.
I see you are starting to show some leadership here, and impatience. Well, that could help you in the future, and us too, but that can wait. Now, I have some interesting information for you regarding revenants. I don't like to discuss such matters over comlink, so I suggest you rendezvous with my ship in the mainstream sector as soon as you can.
Acknowledged. We're on the way.
Alright, I'm going to stop off at Tesla here and armor up a little bit. And then we'll get started with the story.
Changing course. Our relief
Alright, I just docked here and realized that I've gone up a rank. And so I get to select a perk here. I've been going through the list a little bit. There's a lot of things here. I think I'm just going to take weapons efficiency this time around.
You are fast and reliable, Captain. Everything I am already starting to expect of you.
What can I say? Putting a smile on your face is becoming the purpose of my life.
Ah, you are more confident every second. And you are using your breathtaking charm once again. Quite nice for a man of your age.
Your sweet talk hits nothing with me, sugar. I'm here for business only. What do you have for me?
Seems your revenant friends are becoming increasingly valuable around here. We got some intel that indicates a sort of hunt on them. Everybody has some interest in those freed vessels. Rogues attack every extraction attempt. Mercenaries are sweeping sectors in search of them. The weirdest thing of all is that revenant ships are starting to appear more often than ever. It is probably connected to increased solar activity, but I suspect there is more to it.
And since you're such a brilliant scientist, surely you have a theory already.
Actually, I do indeed. What if another faction discovered a way to extract revenants from rifts?
So, you'll extract them faster together. I don't see the problem.
Don't be so naive. Revenants are potentially a very dangerous weapon. Who knows how numerous they are, what secrets they know, and who will they stand with once back in normal space? The Republican Triumvirate are already taking into custody every extracted ship for questioning. Not to mention that status rifts weren't too picky 20 years ago. You know there are Directorate ships captured as well. We have so many conflicts in Gemini today. Last thing we need is you guys bringing us your old wars too.
Makes sense. I can understand your fear, but I'm not a danger to any of you.
Yes, but you can speak for all of you. The best thing is to try to locate as many revenants as we can, and bring them back under our own terms. We marked several locations of probable rifts, with a little help from your navigational computer.
My navigational computer? Why did you tamper with my computers?
Well, you offered to help, and your ship has an abundance of information regarding movement of old League ships just days before Twin Suns collapsed and the rifts appeared.
By all means, help yourself in my database whenever you like. Where to first? Captain Ridley, we're receiving an emergency distress signal. It's encoded with Dr. Scott's personal code. Tesla station is under heavy attack. They are requesting immediate assistance.
Interruption again. It looks like our little search is to be delayed for some time. Captain, let's make haste to observatory. Dr. Scott needs help with some pests.
You're a sight for sore eyes. Please engage them and try to pull them away from the station. We're almost defenseless and my ship is damaged. My engines are fried.
Every time I leave the station, you get yourself in trouble, Thomas. We'll clean this mess for you in no time.
Greetings to you all. Don't rush. Plenty of them for everybody. Kuja, I told you there will be a lot of work for you here. How do you like
Wow, that is a lot of targets. Holy crap. I think this is an indication that the difficulty level just increased on me. Alright, let's see if we can put a dent in.
The anathemites out of the picture. They're going nowhere fast with their engines crippled. Hostiles are ignoring them.
Oh, great. So they're useless to me. That's good. That's good to know. Let's see if we can put a dent in this picket line here. What we got here? He's about half done already. Oh, wow.
Front shield's down, sir.
Wow. That was a... I'm getting some frame rate lag
Port
here.
shield's down, sir.
Oh,
Aft shield's down, sir. Port
these
shield's
guys
down,
are just...
sir.
Wow.
Course laid in.
Holy crap, man. I'm down to half hull already. What?
Entering course.
This is not going well.
Adjusting course.
Captain Obvious speaks once again. I don't... Wow, I don't... This
They're
is...
sitting ducks, sir. They're almost done, Captain.
I could use some help here, guys. Allies? Allies? Anyone? Anyone?
Adjusting course.
Bueller?
Oh, you came. Let me show
I
you
think
my
the game...
powers.
Yeah. Wow.
They're sitting ducks,
I
sir.
think the game is trying to tell me that I have the wrong ship for this. And I need to upgrade. Alright. Gonna load up a game and do just that.
They're sitting ducks, sir.
Alright, I'm back with some heavier firepower here.
The anathemites out of the picture. They're going nowhere fast with their engines crippled. Hostiles are ignoring them.
Right. I think I'll hang back here for a few and just maybe let them wear them down a little bit. This is a cruiser class ship. I was able to scrounge up a little bit of credits to get it. I had to do a side mission or two just to get here. So hopefully this has enough firepower to make this a little bit more of an even battle here. It looks like my allies are doing a pretty good job of wearing them down.
Done, Captain.
And I've leveled up again.
Changing course.
That's good. Oh yeah.
Target destroyed.
If you wish a painless
I should have did this first time instead of just rushing in. Just let these guys soften them up a little bit.
Target annihilated.
So the story so far.
Entering course.
So first of all, there was
Initiating maneuver.
I guess a voiceover error
Changing course.
in that one sequence leading up to this,
Changing course.
where the good doctor, said you can speak for all of them, but really the text said, can you speak for all of them? So a little bit of a means two completely different things, right?
Aye, aye, sir.
What they're driving at there is, hey,
Course laid in.
suddenly all of these revenants are appearing, probably due to solar activity, more than likely due to the fact that one of these other factions has figured out the same technology that these scientists are using and are able to extract revenants
Aye, aye, sir.
with much more success.
Enemy destroyed.
What
We got another dog. No can do, Commander.
What kind of annoys me a little bit is my character was very dismissive of the whole, hey, these guys just hacked into your computers without telling you and took all of your
Aye, aye, sir.
data to help them find these revenants. Because
Course
again,
shield's down, sir.
my character was part of the,
Changing course.
well, he was a spy. I don't know what
Course.
they call their spy organization, but he was a spy. So he has probably a lot of, even though it's 20-year-old information, it's a lot of information that,
Dark 7 is all yours. Our ship is leaving the station.
top secret probably, and a lot of movements of of troops around and that kind of thing. So
They're a sitting duck, sir.
it makes me he's like, hey, why are you hacking into my computers and all this stuff, and then they're like, well, we were just trying to find people. And then he just kind of brushes off like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. And it does to a certain extent, because obviously his background, he's probably got the dope on everybody somewhere in his computers. That being said, I would not have let her off so easily. They're like, hey, there's supposed to be a little bit of trust here. Just saying. I know I just came out of a 20-year sleep and all that stuff, but I've been saving your ass here.
You're almost done, Captain.
So the idea that they just went in and just took whatever they wanted kind of has me a little bit curious here, because now, obviously they fessed up to it, which is fine, but I'm wondering what their ultimate goal is here. Are they just being very selective as to who they want to pull out? Are they looking specifically for certain captains that are amenable, like my captain is, apparently? I mean, he's like, hey, oh yeah, have your, I'm a spy, I'm supposed to protect secrets, but you know what? Go ahead and have the run of my computers. That's okay. That's fine. So I assume maybe they're specifically targeting idiots like my character, who are, I guess, easier to hook on the notion of, hey, we're going to restart the whole liberation movement. It makes sense, but at the same time, it makes me worried as, what is this movement going to turn out to be? Is this, am I getting into a cult-like following here, or are they really above board and truly have the right notion about what they want to turn this Gemini sector into, or Gemini system into, I should say? So I don't know. It's a little bit of intrigue, which is great.
You're almost done, Captain.
And looks like we've almost got this guy beaten here.
They are running away. Shall we pursue?
Nobody runs from me. Not after firing on my ship. I'll pursue the larger group. Captain, get the one fleeing into the asteroid field and scan for additional intruders. Dr. Ridley, keep Archimedes close to the station to defend if necessary.
Alright, will do, boss. Let's gonna move on here once we point ourselves in the right direction. So this turned out a lot better. Apparently I needed an upgrade. I have this repair ability as well, which I need to drop the shields to do, which I might do along the way here, because it's going to take me a few minutes to get over to this guy, it looks like. And I have a little bit of hull damage, not a whole lot.
Initiating maneuver.
Those engines, we are way late.
One thing I'll say,
You're almost done, Captain.
I am really enjoying the music composition in this game. The red alert music that you hear a lot of, because I'm cutting out all the dead air here, I'm not so much a fan of, but the non-battle music, I haven't heard as much, as many different spacey themed musical compositions as I've heard in this game, which is odd to say, right? Because I play a lot of these sci-fi games, a lot of these space combat games, but they all seem to, you'll get maybe one composition that has the keyboard and, you know, the old Casio keyboard type of thing, you know, where you got the
Down, sir.
vibrato turned on and you're getting this spacey-like theme. But they then usually fall into the pattern of, let's get marching themes, you know, the whole
Of course.
the Imperial March sickness, if you will. There's nothing wrong with those themes. I like them. I like the brass and all that stuff. But it's unusual for me to hear this many.
Aye, aye, sir.
They have not delved into that or fallen into that trap in this game yet, which is really interesting to hear. Interesting. To, I'm really liking that part of it. There's other aspects of the sound design that are downright infuriating. There's a
Entering course.
one sound in particular when you're jumping between systems that seems to ignore
Sitting duck, sir.
the volume controls altogether, so it blasts my ears out every time I have to jump to another system. And also the
Changing course.
cues, the sound cues. So for instance, you hear, even while I'm fighting this guy, you hear all these other things going on, like, oh no, you're not firing on me, and all.
Enemy destroyed.
Alright, somebody gonna say something? Hello? I stopped talking.
General, did you get him?
One of them, the other fled, and I have too much pride to hunt this beautiful cardboard ship.
Excellent work, General. Your reputation is well deserved.
I like to forge my reputation with some decent adversaries. This doesn't meet my standards, but I'm glad to help.
Indeed, well-deserved merit, both as war-hardened veteran and Mr. Big Mouth.
What about new addition to our cause? Captain has proven himself a skillful and brave man, just as I always knew he would.
Thank you for that, General, but isn't it finally time to introduce yourself to me?
You are right. Time for tests is over, and you passed. My name is General Paul Demetrius, former second in command of Gemini League Liberation Fleet, now commanding the battleship Damocles.
Demetrius? And this is Damocles? The Damocles? My god, how can this be? You look old and you should be just a little older than me.
I am a little older than you, but much smarter now, old comrade. I wasn't hiding in a time freezer for 20 years. I enjoyed all the garbage of this system that remained after our war.
You weren't saved from Rift?
No, the damn thing didn't get me. But then, I was always a better navigator than you. I wonder if I should have jumped into Rift intentionally. Look at me now, old and grey, and you look like a schoolboy.
What have you been doing all these years?
When the Directorate fell, I joined Baylor Army in its early days. But when Gemini was finally divided, I wasn't ready to watch my long life battle fading and disappearing, shattering in pieces by corrupt and vain politicians. I joined marginal groups of scientists who promised to find a way to break the secret of the rifts and help me find my old companions.
Dr. Ridley and Scientist
station and devise a strategy? Attack of this scale directly against an armed station doesn't bode well.
A very good idea. But first, Captain Kujev and you are going to join me at the station for some drinks. Hopefully the bar didn't suffer total damage.
Well, that shoots my theory in half. That's okay. It turns out the General Fleet Admiral guy, I'm always going to call him that from now on, General Fleet Admiral guy was the second in command of Gemini League before all hell broke loose here and everybody got sucked into time voids. So that eliminates the possibility of him having been a turncoat and just finding a new, trying to find a way to get back. It does, however, continue the idea that he is, well, I mean, he just basically came out and said, he's like, this is the new Gemini League. The old league got, you know, trapped in time. We're now resurrecting it for a whole new battle. And his idea is to, from the sounds of it, get all these factions together again and have the true unification that they were looking for previously. I don't know exactly what that's going to entail yet. I assume there's some kind of headquarters somewhere around here. I doubt it's this science station, but who the hell knows at this point. So that's where we're at here. It's starting to open up. It's starting to get interesting. We're starting to get into the story here. And as much as I, you know, am on the fence about the whole, okay, now you have to go level up 3 levels before we get more story, it does provide a natural break in the story. Instead of it being, okay, assume 2 months have gone by between these 2 segments of the story, now it's a period of time has actually passed. So I see what they were getting at. Alright, to be continued.